What's up, you guys? This is Illa's Function. I'm going to show you a little tutorial today on Photoshop CS6. I'm going to do a quick edit and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Using Photoshop CS6, editing takes pretty much a long time for quick editing. It may take up to 10 to even 50 minutes just for a quick edit. When you're doing more into complex Photoshop editing, it's going to take you about an hour to maybe even 3 hours or a couple days at the most, depending on how big a project that you have. First off, pick a picture, and I'm going to open up my Photoshop. Alright, see, we got a pretty cool looking picture right here. Picture I took the other night. So the easiest thing you can do is auto tone, auto contrast, auto color. Sometimes I like to do brightness and contrast, bring up the brightness. Click OK. And another key thing to do adjustments are, say, let's do selective color. Reds, adjust that. This one really cool tip on taking pictures and changing them up a little bit. Some greens. Change the color of the tree a little bit. So not that much blues, it's more of reds in this picture. Just doing some adjustments, that's all. You see how I mess with the whites and then changes the whole color ground, say like this. See how the ground changes color? That's the only whites in the pixels in the picture itself. This is the neutrals. That 0. This is blacks. That's really need to do anything on the blacks. Okay, see, this is how it looked before. This is how it looks after I adjusted it. See the difference? Kind of like how it came out. It's just see, the reds are really vibrant. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look. Apply it. Now, one good key is Vibrance. See how it's changing up the colors so it looks more like a clear picture. So I was darkening the colors earlier just a little bit. See how it looked before? What was after? This brings it out a little bit. And there's other things you can play with on here. Sometimes you can put it through a filter, make it a little bit nicer. Just cancel that. That's basically how it looks. Now we'll go back in the contrast. I'm just going to do a little test for you guys so I can show you. This is how it looked before. Computer's kind of lagging a little bit. Doesn't look that good. Some of the city, I liked how the city looked before, so got to use the art history brush a little bit. Sometimes some of the vibrance really brings it out too much. So, just gotta touch it up a little bit. I'll show you guys a little bit more of advanced Photoshop a little later in some other videos. Fix the night sky a little bit. And a little bit more editing on. See, one thing I'm not really liking on this picture is the reflecting of the camera's flash. So I'm actually going to show you guys how to change that. So what I'm going to do, Music Magic Wand, step back. It's the only thing I really like about Photoshop. I can always use the other program where I can draw around it. I can probably use that instead. Let's try that. Okay. What I'm gonna do is
Hey, Aaron.
yeah.
You know where those two gears are that were in the bottom of the cart that has carpet on the bottom?
No idea. So what I'm gonna do is try this. Cancel, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work either. So sometimes we have no choice in what we're doing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try Selective Color. See if I can bring that color down. presets. Okay, so that's not working. Alright, so now it's going to get to the more advanced Photoshop. So, what I'm going to do is, I'll teach you guys a little something right now since I'm having a problem with this. I have a picture without flash, and I've already pre-edited this. What we'll do is,
I got an appointment on Monday with ESW Shoes Warehouse.
it's good.
Is that late?
Alright, now, Command C. See how this is turning out. If this works, then I'm going to so what I'm going to do is, where is my, alright, so one thing with Photoshop CS6 is, actually here, never mind. See, now I can control it. Actually, having a little bit more of a difficult situation, so what I'm going to do is use the Lasso Tool. I'm using this so I can get the actual bumper of the car. Delete that. Post this in here. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. See, it's a little big. change the opacity of it so I have it match up correctly. I notice in this picture points and the angle are a little bit off, so I gotta match it up. There we go. And we have our picture. Alright, now see, it kind of looks kind of erratic, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that history brush and I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Alright, so now it's not working. Sometimes you can use a clone, but for some reason there we go. You gotta click option, click a source point. So if you look on the right of it, I'm actually cloning it. That's my source point, so I'm blending it in more. So say I'm click that as my source point, and wherever that goes, wherever that source point I clicked, it moves along. So it's way over there on the left, see? So I can only go, say, like that far. So I'm just cloning that right there. Try and take out this orange. I'm really not liking that orange. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave this at 50, and it's not working how I thought it would work. You know what? I was messing up with the clone. Alright, so what I'm supposed to do right now is merge the layer down so it's blending in with the picture, the actual picture. Now I'm gonna actually do the blending. I'm sorry, my mistake. Now I'm doing the blending. Cloning is a time-consuming process, but it comes out very, very well, very, very good when you're completely done. I don't know how many people like to use the clone tool. Shit. Alright, now to see the finished product, we're going to zoom out. Looks good, don't it? basically what blending does, well, not blending, but the clone, it's cloning the picture where the crosshairs are. So you gotta be really careful when you change it, because it can be highly noticeable. That's why it takes so long. Oops. See, if you're not careful, say if I go like this, and I go right here, it's gonna turn the headlight into a double, you see? That's the mistake I keep making. You gotta be real careful and watch the crosshair wherever you go to as well. Right now I'm just having difficulties trying to get rid of that extra headlight. See now, I can take the history brush, body lines, that I don't like. That's not really orange. See, there's orange there from the flash, flare of the. See, there's orange there, orange there. See, that's like huge difference in the picture, right? So what I'm gonna do is try. Small things when we blend in. You can really see that orange, so what I'm gonna do, there we go. How's that look? Pretty good? Me, I'm just picky, so this blotch area right here is bothering me. Zoom out. See, that's fixed. See? Now, for the rest of the car, I'm gonna have to find another picture for that. So, taillights. I don't really have another picture except, well, it's only one, so it's gonna be tricky. So, some of the pictures just too brought out. Like the car itself in the picture. So, while I'm waiting, the thing I didn't really notice is when I was editing the picture, the car didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to come out. So I'm gonna use a history brush, fix the car on the picture while the other picture is very bright, vibrant. There you go. Looks a lot better. The car's not really blue anymore. So that little spot I'm just having a problem with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that same part with cloning. There we go. And okay, so right now that's looking like, oops, I don't want to zoom in anymore. There we go. And so we have the art history brush. Yeah, I'm not that happy how it came out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try that little trick I showed you guys, where this you hold shift as much as possible. See, I messed up. Okay. See, there's whites in this. Just a little bit. Alright, so there's yellows in this. You can tell, so as much down as possible. And there's neutrals in this also. There we go. Blacks. I think I see a hint of cyan in there. Or it's blue. There we go. Okay, so alright, so I darkened that up a little bit. Oops. History brush. Um, so right now with this, I guess I'm teaching you guys a little bit more of a technical situation. Okay, so basically the picture is pretty much done. What I have to do is bring a little bit more realism back into the taillight. So what I'm going to do is alright, let's take a look at it. So it looks a lot better than it did. So I kind of feel that a little too much though for my taste. So I'm gonna redo it real quick. There you go. That's how it would be in my picture. So now, since the headlight, it is real, but it's cloned. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just do this real quick. Do what we did earlier. Just like this. And what I'm gonna do is go to filter, sharpen edges. And I'm gonna smart sharpen. Alright. Since that's done, we'll get the art history brush. So 100%. Whole area. Whole area around the tail light. Going to fix a little bit. Should be done. I'm gonna do one more adjustment before anything. Is that yeah, there's light shining down on the taillight, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the contrast of the taillight itself. Just gonna darken it a little bit. There we go, and should be done. And this is a quick tip tutorial for you guys. And I am Illis Function. And this is how the picture looks that we edited today. I'll show you guys how it looks completed. And I want you guys to rate, like, and subscribe my YouTube. There it is. That's how it looked after. And this is how it looked before. Please like and subscribe, and I am out. Peace.